Hello. Uh, it's been a while since we did a video, and I hate the fact that we need to start this way, but I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment, not to be all high and mighty, but if we all took a moment of silence uh, to honor all those that have been affected by the Hurricane Irma in Florida, Hurricane Harvey in Texas, the earthquake in Mexico, uh, the hurricane in Puerto Rico. Sorry, I don't remember the name of the hurricane, but Puerto Rico. And then obviously the men and women who lost their lives and the hundreds that were injured uh, just recently in Las Vegas. So I please ask you, take a moment of silence for those who've been affected by these tragedies. Thank you. Well, hello everybody. It is your friendly neighborhood JB, back here to do the week 5 video. Uh, First of all, it's just JB. I'm alone. Missing Kellyanne Figaro. Lonely, not being on this shoulder. I can tell you what, it got built up over the year. But sometimes you gotta let it fly away so they can come back to, if you catch my drift. Um, so, uh, it's been a while since we did a video, right? It's been almost a year. Isn't that crazy? And I know a lot of you probably been thinking, man, this sucks not having a weekly video. A lot of things going on, you know, work. Work is nuts. There was 3 games in 3 weeks. Let's put it like that. And on top of it, I got shipped off to, I got promoted, so I became the next step to lead trips. So there was a lot of trips to Milwaukee, and there were some trips to Minneapolis. So any spare time I had basically was either working or really just sleeping. The last 2 weeks, I'll put in context, the last 2 weeks I've worked 170 hours. I noticed, but there's no video. So here we are, a third of the way through the season. Is it hard to tell who's a pretender and who's a contender? A little bit. I really think you can only say 2 ways. And you can say that John is right now the Kansas City Chiefs of the league, and Kara is the New York Giants of the league, and Andy is, well, Andy's Andy of the league. So, you know, in this video, we're going to see some playoff odds and just see where we're going. Video is going to be a lot different. I'm not going to really get into numbers of points and whatnot. I'm just going to really put up the stats. I'm not going to go back and do the last 4 weeks. That's gone. Start it now, going forward. So make it quick. You can stop. You can take a look, see what your record is against people, because people, that was really what we really care about, right? Is what's our record against each other. So without further ado, the revamped, revitalized, here are the week 5 predictions. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look. It's a great time to start looking at playoff odds. Here's how it got calculated. Yahoo does it just by your points that you're supposed to get, but this thing I found online, which was pretty neat, you put in every matchup, and then you know how the point differentials gives you a percentage of winning. So like, you know, it's 140 to 130, you have a 60% chance of winning, and then calculates an actual percentage of an odd to get into the playoffs. So from top to bottom, so when you see the winner bracket, those are assumed there. When you see the loser bracket, those are still based on getting into the championship bracket. And it takes what was yesterday. So, you know, you add people to the lineups, you fix bye weeks, you not like Eric and basically have a 0% chance throughout the year. Your odds are constantly in flux. So I thought it'd be a great time just to really sit down and give it, you know, put it on, because you know, the race is to 7, so the 3 and 1s got to win 4, right? You can go 4 and 5 and you're still winning it. The 1 and 3s and the 0 and 4s, you know, 1 and 3s you're behind because now you got to win 6. You know, that's a difficult task to win 6 of the next 9 games. Here is your current start of the season done playoff odds, starting with the championship bracket. So as we can see here, it is pretty much all the females in the league. Katie has the best chance of making the playoffs, followed by Dana, John rounding up people above the 80 percentile mark. Then you have Sam B and Bob, who have pretty strong chances at coming in. As you can see, they are all currently have winning records. So that's very key right now, is how you want to get yourself ahead. You can't lose it in September, or you can't win in September, but you sure can set yourself back. And then Travis sneaking in with the 56.36% playoff odds. Now we look at the constellation bracket. So, as you can see, the other person that might be able to sneak it in, JB, 7th, and Kyle and 8th last year's championship match. At least they're not in the 9 to 12, so they won't be fighting for the number. But nonetheless, still not in a position. But these two are used to, as they were in the last 2 championship games. 9th place, you have Sam J with the 16%, and in 12th there you have Eric with 0. And the reason why Eric has 0 is because he took out all his players, so he's currently got nothing going on in there, so that's why you get 0. Now here's the funny thing, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but Kara has a 14% chance, and she's got 4 losses, hasn't gotten a win yet. Andy though, if you take out Eric, Andy is in 12th with a 9%, even at 1 and 3. There you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed the revamped. Should have been condensed a lot more, not 15 minutes of jibba jabba, but 15 minutes of fun and stuff. Once I get my feet wet, you know, the first one's always rough. You know, it's like quarterback not playing preseason, right? Aaron Rodgers didn't play. First couple series are a little rough, but as the year goes along, we'll get good. They'll get better. And I've got time because there's no more back-to-back games. So, you have something to look forward to now. Your lives are worth something again for the next, 9 weeks. Yay. I just got a special message out to you, Kyle. Kyle, if you're listening, win. You need to win because you and I need to fight in the championship so I can get back my belt. The rest of you, do whatever the rest of you do. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to you guys because, being in 3 championship games, it just, I don't know what's going on, 3 through, whatever. But Kyle, get back there so I can win that belt back from you. Till then, I will see you on the Fantasy Gridiron.